Hey folks, this is Christian Ballard here at
Let's go. Get on base.
And I get a big
Roll Tide!
in the freaking chat. We have made it. I know I'm early. I know I scheduled it for 10. I know it's 9:30. I get that. I'm too excited for tonight. I'm too excited for the college football playoff to kick off. Not just because Alabama's in it, but just because I gotta say, outside of well, no, not really outside of anything. I know that maybe if you had looked back 10 years ago, if you had looked back and you said, what's more popular, NFL or college? Probably NFL. Now it's college. But the Super Bowl is still pretty big. Um, and some people would argue that that's bigger than the college football playoff. Maybe it is, but I'm gonna be honest. As I drop the StreamYard link, come on in, let's hang out. Don't have much planned other than we're just talking up the playoffs. If you want to be a part of it, hit that StreamYard link, call in. Love to hear from you. But dude, I'm pumped. I'm excited for it, and I don't have much planned. I didn't really like put notes together or anything. Just straight up, like I am, just gonna wing this one. Episode 37 of the Christian Ballard Show. We're getting you ready for the college football playoff. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Had a phone call. It was Nana. Anyway, uh, some of y'all know who I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm excited for the college football playoff. I think it's going to be a great season, postseason. I think it's already been a great bowl season so far. We've had some good games, some big wins, teams that um, have won and looked really good, won but didn't look so good, type of thing. Overall, when I look at this year's playoff, and you talk about these teams, if it's based on the two favorites, is it based on 1 and 2? If it is, it's Indiana and Ohio State. If it's based on complete teams, I think Indiana's the most complete, and then after that, well, hell, it might be Ohio State. It might just be 1 and 2. So, I guess if it is up to, like, coming down to 1 and 2, you get the 2 best teams in the Natty. It's going to end up being Indiana Ohio State rematch. Um, you got 3 games tomorrow. You got 1 tonight. You got, of course, Alabama and Oklahoma tonight, and they're talking right now on Get Up about what John Mateer must do to win the game. And I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot he has to do, but it's not one of those things where he hasn't already done it. You know? So anyway, John Mateers look great. So is Ty Simpson. But I mean, I think if you go talent wise, personally, I would take Ty. If you go based off performance this year, I would hands down take John Mateer. I just think I think he's better than Ty Simpson, at least in terms of the numbers, basically anything but the skill set. That's just my personal opinion. And I hate to say that. What's up, Debut 33? Is that C Bama? I think it is. Good to see you, buddy. Um, I think Ty is more talented. Um, but again, John Mateer already beat him. He had a better day that day. He, I guess, in a way, has looked a little better when he's needed to compared to Ty Simpson. And I'm not trying to say any of this to diss on Ty Simpson. I'm not trying to put him down. I love the guy. I think he's great. I think he's one of the best. I just need to see it against a really good defense. And Oklahoma's got a good defense. That's what kept them against Alabama the last two seasons in Norman and then in Tuscaloosa this year. The spread is 1.5 points. 1.5 points. I guess. Anyway, Jordan Rogers on Get Up picking Alabama. Josh Pate taking Oklahoma. Greg McElroy taking Alabama. So Juice Poot is the only one to take OU in this game on Get Up. So, which again, I get it, but I don't want to hear his explanation because it's freaking Josh Pate. I mean, no disrespect to him too much. I don't hate the guy. Nobody. He just he literally is that guy that like gives credit when it's due, but also when it's not due. Every team is really good, and he makes a pick, but if it's a flawed offense or defense or a flaw part of the game, it's like, it's no big deal. It's okay. We'll pat you on your little head, tell you how good you are. Anyway, let's talk up all the college football playoff games. Not here. I mean, I've pretty much predicted them and all, but mostly looking at Alabama, Oklahoma tonight. It'll be fun. Looking forward to it. And so we pull this bracket up here and we look at it. And of course, Oregon, James Madison will be a blowout. The winner plays Texas Tech. It'll be Oregon. Tulane and Ole Miss might be a blowout, but it's got potential because of the old Lane Kiffin leaving, and we don't know what Pete Golding's going to look like as the head coach and everything. Winner plays Georgia. What other games we got this weekend? Miami, Texas A&M. I think that one and Alabama, Oklahoma are your two best bets for a really good game. And I feel like Alabama, Oklahoma might be better than Texas A&M and Miami, even though I think that being a noon game and everything at Kyle Field, home field advantage for the Aggies. Great defense on both sides, good quarterback play. I don't know. I feel like that's one of those games where you're going to look at Miami and say, why the hell did they get put in? That's my personal opinion. That's how I view it. So, what do y'all think? Let me know. So yeah, I mean, you look at tonight's game, number 9 Alabama, number 8 Oklahoma. The deciding factor is going to be how Ty Simpson buckles under pressure. Can he handle the heat? He couldn't. Oh, excuse me. He couldn't. He looked better. I think as the season has gone on, he's really progressed and looked better. And they put up 21 points. What was it? 24-21, 23-21, and it came down to basically another defensive stop for Oklahoma. But again, this is going to be a defense for Ty Simpson to face that overall is going to give everything they have. They're going to pressure you for 4 quarters. They're going to want to play that man coverage. They're going to want to do it all. So, anyway. Yep. So, uh, I could go and see what experts are saying, score wise, maybe. I don't know, but I mean, I think some of the biggest storylines are Bama's revenge factor against OU tonight. How does Ole Miss handle the transition with Pete Golding from Lane Kiffin? Um, there is also what other storylines would y'all go with as far as the first round? We're not talking about the whole um the whole playoff, but it's um hey, there's so much to look at, you know. And I'm excited. I'm just so pumped up. I just had to do a show. Like I said, I don't really have much planned for it. I was hoping we get some viewers, and we got a couple watching, but haven't seen much in the comments. Um, so, but that's cool. I love y'all. I appreciate you. It's Christmas time. Got a lot to look forward to tonight. 8 o'clock kickoff to start the playoffs and everything like that. So I did see. Did y'all see Texas hired Will Muschamp? He's back in the SEC. Is Texas's defensive coordinator. I think he's a good defensive mind. He was great. Well, he was great pretty much everywhere he's been, except for when he was at South Carolina. I was never a fan of him coaching South Carolina. I think did he coach Florida or he was a DC at Florida. I know he was at Florida for a bit. I think he might have been the DC under Urban Meyer, but so yeah, he's back in it. Texas gets him um, as a defensive coordinator. They had a good defense this year. I think they need to get some weapons for Arch for next season and get him better protection up front. Go to the portal and all that. But yep. So anyway, mm, please somebody get on here. Pete's not live yet, is he? I thought he goes at 11 or 10. I mean, he should be coming up, but I don't know if he's. I don't know. Let's see. What I want to know, I feel like for Saturday, like shouldn't the night game be Miami A&M and James Madison Oregon be the noon game? I mean, the Tulane Ole Miss at 3:30, that's perfect. But who the hell in their right mind? Be honest. Are you staying up late Saturday night to watch James Madison get beat by 70 points? I mean, look, I would love to be a dreamer. And I said this in my prediction video. I said, you could dream all you want to, and it'd be great to see this actually be competitive. But reality has to sink in a little bit, not just for James Madison, just for everybody. Oregon's going to win this game by double digits, big time, probably triple digits if they wanted to. Um, so yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, in other news, I graduated and got my degree. Just waiting on it to be delivered. But I did pass my class. I am officially done with Wallace State in Alabama. So I am excited and ready to go. Gonna go to Southeastern and Lakeland in the spring, and yeah, that's something. I am ready. Other bowl games are on. I think we just got the playoffs tonight. Is that right? Friday. No, we got Myrtle Beach Bowl with Kennesaw State, Western Michigan, and we got Memphis, NC State at 2:30. And of course, Alabama, Oklahoma. But, yeah. And then just the three playoff games. Monday we have Washington State, Utah State. It might be a good game there. The Potato Bowl on the 22nd. Toledo and Louisville on the 23rd, and the Boca Raton Bowl. The New Orleans Bowl, Western Kentucky and Southern Miss. UNLV, Ohio. Christmas Eve is the Hawaii Bowl with Hawaii and Cal. December 26th, just after Christmas, Central Michigan, Northwestern, New Mexico, Minnesota, uh, Florida International, and UTSA. That also being said, you have a lot of good games on the 27th with Penn State, Clemson. I'm not going to read all these. I mean, I guess UConn, Army, Georgia Tech, BYU, Miami, Ohio, and Fresno State. North Texas, San Diego State. North Texas is ranked. Virginia is ranked. Missouri was for a while. They meet in the Gator Bowl in Jacksonville, Florida. That'll be fun. LSU, Houston, and the Texas Bowl in Houston. Georgia Southern on the 29th against App State. The 30th, you have Tennessee, Illinois, Coastal, and La Tech. Louisiana Tech, that is. USC, TCU, and the Alamo Bowl. The 31st, this is where it gets interesting. I'm going to do like a big stream, like 7 hours or something like that. I don't know. I'm going to try to like kick off the new year and everything. Um, I'll be off work. It's a Wednesday, but hopefully we can do something. It'll be like the middle of the Nebraska Utah game. We'll watch that. Come hang out, watch the ball drop and stuff. Whoever's playing Ohio State, we'll watch that as well. In the Cotton Bowl Classic in the quarterfinal. That's at 7:30. It looks like so. Yep. Yep.
That's exactly what this was. CCE taking it to the house. The snapper not gonna get him. The punter's not gonna get him. Rashid's in it. And last but not least.
So yeah, that's and that's basically it. Um, damn, man. I keep the string going, but there's like nothing to talk about. I mean, there's a lot to talk about. I just wasn't prepared. I honestly figured we'd get some calls or whatever. We got a couple viewers, not too much, but you know, it is what it is. I get it. I mean, it's Friday, people at work and stuff, you know, all that. But okay. Gonna do a better job this next year in 2026. We'll do a better schedule and better planning and stuff. We definitely want to try to get monetized and get the watch hours up, which is something I haven't really talked about much lately. I kind of gave up on it for a while. I still kind of don't care either way, but if the opportunity arises, like it'll still be I mean, it's still something you want to achieve on YouTube, right? I think. Anyway. So yeah. Anyway, I love y'all. We'll get out of here. Go watch Pete or whoever, and we'll see you next time here at BSM. God bless. Roll time.